basis of this show. Like, this show has a lot to do with our life experiences and just observations. And it's hard to make observations sitting on your couch for 9 hours. I mean, sometimes I observe, like, you know what? I probably should change these shorts.
Yeah.
You know what? Someone probably shouldn't watch 7 consecutive hours of The Wire. I mean, those are things. So, like, I'm gonna flip it on you for a second because I know you out in the world. So, what's going on in your life right now? What are you doing? How's life? How's the family? You got a girlfriend? You pick up a new dog? What's happening?
Everything is good. You know, it's funny just because when you go out every day,
yeah,
I see people out every day. So on the roads, it looks like it's business as usual. You know, you're driving by certain businesses and it looks like they're open because you see cars parked out front.
Right.
But they're not because there's a McDonald's next to it or something else that's open and people are parking over there too, it seems like, and kind of all over the place. But just driving every day, it looks like business as usual. You know, people at the gas station, the supermarket, you know, the convenience store, fast food joints. So the perception is like, yeah, business as usual. But then you might hit that certain area and it's a ghost town. And you're like, wow, that's
probably crazy.
Yeah, there's nobody on these streets right now. Like, this is really crazy. Or, you know, coming home, it's like every parking space is taken up in this joint. Like, everybody's home right now.
Everybody home. Home.
Everybody.
It's probably wild, like, going down to, like, Old City, like 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, and just seeing nothing. Like, when was the last time you saw, like, 2nd and Chestnut with nobody there at, like, 10:30 at night on a Saturday night? Like, that's unheard of.
And even, like, Times Squares. You know, you have many people out there every day.
Right.
That's got to feel like a ghost town. Or even just being on a bus or the subway, you're like 6 people on the bus now. If that, you know, it's just, it's so surreal. It's crazy. Like, this is still so surreal to me. Like, is this really going on right now? Like, so you got to stop and look around. Is this really happening right now?
I just thought of something. So, you know, Naked Cowboy, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing right now? What does his day-to-day look like?
Playing off his balcony.
He's on his balcony with tiny whities, just strumming away.
Strumming away on the balcony.
Like these are staples of our community. We can't have a Naked Cowboy not being on the streets of Times Square.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
It's just crazy. And it's just like, are we really living this life? It's so crazy. The stuff you see in all these movies about the future. You know, how, you know, the streets are empty, nobody's on the streets, and you see animals now walking through the streets. You know, you're hearing about, you know, bobcats walking through town now.
What?
Kangaroos
not the
bobcats
bobcats
in Australia. It's craziness, man.
Oh no, not the bobcats. I gotta go.
Yeah, crazy.
But so Charles Calvin from Indiana had quite a day last week.
Okay.
So you know how everyone's getting the stimulus checks now.
Right.
$1,200. You get $500 extra for each kid, blah, blah, blah. So Calvin was anticipating his stimulus check arriving. So he went to the ATM to withdraw some money for 2 things. He had to get some money out, but he also wanted to see if his check had arrived. So you know how you get the money out, and then you get the receipt to tell you what your balance is. So he withdraws $200 and looks at his balance. It's $8.2 million.
Oh, damn, that's a come up.
That's a major come up. Now Calvin made some mistakes here. Okay. So he sees that and he goes, that can't be right. So he goes to another ATM to confirm it, pulls the receipt out again, $8.2 million.
Wow.
Here's what Calvin messed up. Calvin then says, okay, I'm going to sit on this. Goes home, calls his bank, and the bank says, yeah, that you got that in there right now.
Okay.
Still sitting there. The next day, calls the bank, and it's gone. The government had made a mistake. And they accidentally deposited $8.2 million in this man's account. Now, here's the thing. Listen, Calvin. When you got $8.2 million in the bank, you got to go get that right now. That's got to be out the account immediately. Like, listen, let me tell you something.
No.
Let me tell you something. If the government left like $200 in my account, I'm gonna give it back to you. $500, I'm gonna give it back to you. You leave $8.2 million in my account, you ain't seeing that or me ever again. I'm out. Like, let me tell you something. If there's ever a time where you don't hear from me for an extended amount of time, the government lets some money in my account. I'm out. I'm in Cuba. I'm gone. I'm out. Like, you know,
it's
listen,
a mistake.
That's life. I don't care. That's life-altering money. That's your mistake, not mine. I didn't do it. I didn't ask you to put that in my account. No, I don't. Now I'm going to Cuba. They can't touch me in Cuba. I'm good there.
Somebody
can't
will
do that.
find you.
No, they can't. I'm good. I'll be sitting right there with a stogie, a nice little hat, a little fedora to the side, looking like the Michael Jackson "Rock My World" video.
That sounds like trouble, bro. Sounds like nothing but trouble for you. You got to give it back, man.
I'm going to embrace that trouble. I'm going to take the risk. If I die over 8.2 mil, all right.
Good with that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I went out fight. Listen, at the end of the day, like, that's money. That's money. That's like cheating money. And you made this mistake. You brought this to my life. I didn't ask for this. It's not like I went and, you know, robbed a bank or I hacked into some government agency and stole the money. You placed this into my account. So really, but like, here's what I would have done. I would have checked the first time. Okay, that's crazy. That can't be right. He did the right thing going to second ATM for confirmation. Okay. Now I'm not calling the bank. Because the bank, they're a bunch of snitches. The bank, see, what people need to know is the bank is snitches for the IRS. Like, you know, Sally up there like,
this dude has never had more than $3 in his account.
Hell no. This man overdraft every other week. No, that ain't right. Calling the IRS on you. No, they snitches. So you can't tell the bank. Mm-hmm. You gotta walk in there confident and be like, and you listen, you can have it two. You can have it two part. I'm just taking the 8 mil. So I'm not gonna be greedy. You can have it 2. I got the 8. Yeah, nice I know, right? I know. I'm generous. So I'm gonna go in the bank. I'm gonna be like, yo, let me get a withdrawal. They be like, what you want? I'm like, shh. And then Sally gonna be like, she's gonna have to do it. What are you gonna do? Tell somebody? It's in my account?
This is okay. So this is how it works when you try to withdraw that much money. They'll tell you, first of all, we can't give you that much money right now because we ain't got that money on hand.
That's why the bank is cheating.
That's number one.
They be cheating.
The most they're gonna be able to give you is probably like 5 G's, maybe 10 at the most. And then the rest, it's gonna take a couple days to clear. So at that point, you're only taking out 10 grand.
Yeah, and then
you're gonna get heat for that 10 grand because you ain't gonna be in Cuba. You might be eating a Cuban sandwich down around the corner, but you ain't gonna be in Cuba.
But you got them because it's the available funds in your account. It didn't say we have this on hold. That was available funds. So the funds are available. They need to be available to me. And I need that right now. I'm gonna make up all sorts of crazy excuses like, yo, my mom, she had fell. I gotta go to another state. I need this right now. Put it in a paper bag. All brown paper bag. I need this now.
Sir, we can only give you $5,000 at the most today.
$5,000? That's this is a bank.
It is. But we don't.
What are y'all doing back there?
We don't keep 8.2 million in the back.
Listen, they got at least 100 bands back there. They got at least 100 bands. Hey, listen, yes. If I could walk away out of this with like 800K, all right, I'm gone. Bye. Yeah. I'll take that.
Not today, though. You can't get that today. That's the issue.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, I feel like he messed up. He called the wrong people. He should have called his friends.
His friends going to do
because you call your friends, maybe get a little scheme together, maybe figure something out. Call your friends up.
You're scheming to steal money that's not yours in your own account?
It's not stealing because it's in my account already. That makes it mine. Once it hits my account, it's mine.
Man, remember, you don't want that heat with the IRS, man. You don't want that heat with the government.
No, I want to be the IRS. That'd be feds. And you don't want that heat with them either.
Listen, because guess what? While you in Cuba, we're Amber and the kids.
They come with me.
What? You taking them?
Yeah, we gotta all go. I'm gonna leave it behind. I'm gonna leave
8.2 million.
What kind of man you think I'm gonna leave my family behind?
For $1 million, yeah, you could bring them. But
I'm like, babe, pack the bags. Don't say nothing to nobody. Don't tell your nosy aunt anything. Pack the bags. We out of here. And right now, flying all cheap. Nobody's flying right now, too. Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. I mean, what I might even do is I might actually just like not even withdraw it, just buy a whole bunch of shit and send it all to Cuba that day. Just start new. I'm gonna have a new Ferrari shipped there. Buy a house out in Cuba that day. I'm gonna be chilling, man.
That's trouble, bro. Number trouble.
You know Charles is sick today. You know he takes the account. He like this.
$3.
Maybe I could buy some ramen. I don't know. You know he's sad.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt when you see that type of money.
Yeah, you see that you gotta be sick. You see that type of money in your account, and then you can't even use it. Oh man, that ain't cool. But so this is an interesting dilemma that one Lindsay Krause found herself into. Lindsay Krause was dating a man, and they broke up, as most relationships do. It ended. She doesn't hear from this man for a long period of time.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, she's scrolling through social media, and what does she see? Her ex-boyfriend is dating Lady Gaga. Wow. Imagine
another come up.
This is totally Unclear come up edition. Because listen, like Lady Gaga, like her looks have grown on me, but that body's something else, bro.
That body need to grow too. Let's slow it down right there.
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. All right, it's nice. Anyway, so Gaga is dating Lindsay's ex-boyfriend now.
Okay.
Like, imagine the horror of waking up and your ex has leveled up to the point where they're dating a celebrity. Like, I could not imagine now if I open a magazine and my ex is dating like Leonardo DiCaprio. Could you imagine how horrible that would feel? Like, how would you feel?
What's so horrible about that?
Here you go. You're not being honest. You're already not being honest.
What's so horrible about that? What's so horrible about that?
What's so horrible about that? Yeah. Your feelings wouldn't be hurt if your ex moved on with someone of that stature? You ain't gonna be hurt?
What am I hurt about?
Okay, show your work.
What am I hurt about? My ex is dating. I'll pick it. Kevin Hart, whoever. Don't matter. Pick somebody famous.
Kevin Hart.
He got a lot of money. That's the reason I said that.
No, I ain't the one.
All right. So she's dating somebody like. Good for her. I mean, look, I was never gonna have that kind of money.
You ain't gonna be the good for her energy. Look, with the good for her energy.
Listen, I was never gonna have that come up. Good for her. I need to level up like that. I mean, what?
So you're telling me that you would not be sad at all if you looked up and saw that your ex was doing that?
I'm nowhere near that level. What I got to be sad about? Don't think I'm sad about it. I ain't got that money and I'm not that on that level. That's what I'm sad about. You are a
stone cold liar. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Nobody wants to see their ex doing better than them. Nobody. Once we break up, the competition begins. That's when it begins. We're not on the same team no more. I either cut you or I traded you. But we ain't on the same team no more. So I can't root for you.
Listen.
We both, there's only gonna be one champion. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna get the championship first?
She got it.
She got it. So I'm mad.
Listen, here's the deal. Ain't no way I'm gonna be able to top that. So it's just like, nah, I ain't nothing to be mad about. I can't top that. You think Lady Gaga? I can't top that.
So you go to the NBA Finals, you get swept. You just be like, no big deal.
Hey, good game.
You ain't gonna be like the Pistons, walk off the court and don't talk to nobody? Salty?
I might do that, but
just walk it off?
I'm out. That's it. What I mean, that's a come up like come up.
You're such a different type of cat.
This is true.
Like there is nobody else on this planet that would have this reaction to this.
Because it's such a come up. Now it's different if she was dating JoJo from the neighborhood, and JoJo is a good-looking dude with a little bit of stacks in his pocket, then I'd be mad about that. Like, you dating JoJo?
So you mad about JoJo?
Yeah, because that's something that's tangible to me. You know what I mean? I probably know JoJo. You know what I mean? Or I've heard of JoJo. But a come up like that, like you jump that far up the ladder, that it's like, man, I can't like there's nothing I can do to compete.
That's why it's harder to hear, because I can come back from JoJo. I can't come back from Leo.
But
I can't come back from that.
Right. So
like JoJo.
Oh, that's
so like so if JoJo, but that's the thing. If JoJo, you date him, right? And then like she goes after him and lands him, it's like, all right, you got JoJo, okay, that's a good move, but now I can go get something better. I can do better than JoJo. I'm gonna get Renee. What's up with Renee?
Right. So I can get mad about JoJo. I can fight. Now the competition is on. But when you come up that high, you dating Denzel or whoever, it's like, man, I can't touch that dude.
But that's why you're sad though. That's where the sadness begins. Because you know that you can't compare. You know Denzel cool. You know he's dropping cool lines all the time. Mm-hmm. He got popular gifts out there on social media you see every day. Yep. Like Denzel is the man. You can't beat Denzel.
You know what? I may not go to his movies anymore. That's about it.
So there you go. You mad?
Look, I might be like, all right, I'm not going to check out a Denzel movie, but
no. So that's why you mad. That's why you mad though. But if you can't go to his movie, you mad.
It ain't hitting hard like JoJo from the neighborhood. That hits hard.
Listen.
That slaps a lot harder.
You're right. JoJo hits hard. Denzel hits different.
I might want to fight JoJo.
Different type of hit.
Look, I can go and fight JoJo on top of that. I'm not going to fight Denzel.
Yeah, he got security.
Yeah, but I fight JoJo.
They're gonna pick you up, have your legs off the ground. It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, I might even be able to get her back because I'm going against JoJo. I'm not getting her back against Denzel. There ain't no way that's even happening. So it's like, man, goodbye. I'm not even wasting that energy on that.
Man, listen, you're gonna see her on the red carpet, like all posed up with the boo.
You know what would make me mad?
What?
If she started looking bad as hell.
You know she is.
Oh shoot, you looking like that now?
Is.
Well, you was with me? You couldn't do nothing?
Right. You know Denzel gonna give her a tune-up.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna give her. That's excellent general. As soon as you get a relationship, all of a sudden you start doing stuff you was never doing.
Right. That's true.
You start doing stuff you never doing. Like the biggest beneficiary for sex after the relationship is the next person. Because they're gonna start doing stuff they never did just to make you mad. And hope it somehow get back to you. They do a can of wax. They're doing it all. Everything you thought about doing, that's what they try to do. They want to hit all those areas. So it's a tricky situation, man, when it comes to that stuff. It's tricky.
Yeah, but like I said, for me, it's somebody that's tangible for me. That's going to hurt me more. That's a leap. That's a leap.
It's a jump.
Look, I'm not saying I'm not going to have no feelings about it for sure, but for me, it'd be like,
listen, I feel better knowing, because listen, I'm Petty LaBelle. We know that.
Yes,
but I feel better knowing that you at least said that I'm not gonna go see a movie of his. I can't support that man no more.
Yeah, nah.
Like you can't get that man, like, because basically what you think about, you giving that man money to take a girl out.
Yeah. It'd be worse if I was a huge Denzel fan and she knew that.
Right. Yo. And you know I love that man. You know I love him.
That's worse.
And like every time, like you hear a girl, girls make comments, Denzel, he's so hot. Shut up.
And then your boys be like, yo, you see your boy's new movie? Who my boy?
No.
That ain't my boy. Man, you love Denzel.
No, not anymore.
I love him no more.
And your friends gonna have jokes for years, bro.
Yeah, man.
Years.
Yeah. Years.
The same girl walking around in tracksuits Monday through Saturday, no makeup on, then landing Denzel.
Yeah, man. That's yeah. Now it's bothering me.
Yeah, you don't see now.
You bothering me. Now I'm getting mad.
I know you're mad.
Now I'm getting mad.
I told you. It's just tough, bro.
Now I'm getting mad about it.
Yeah, now you get upset. Because now what you're doing is you're playing all scenarios out in your head. See, I agree with you. About 5 minutes ago, it sounded unrealistic. but the longer you talk about it, the more realistic it gets.
Y'all get mad, yo. I'm not even with this chick. This imaginary chick thing. That's all I'm mad about this stuff.
You about to go find Denzel right now. Whoop his ass for the culture.
Damn right. Damn.
Well, you never can be Denzel now. Well, it was your fault. You put Denzel on it. I didn't put Denzel on it. I said Leo.
I said Kevin Hart at first.
Yeah, that was. I mean, listen, Kevin Hart is mad successful, but that wouldn't hit me that hard though.
Why not?
Because he's short.
So what?
He look like somebody's son. I'm not. That ain't gonna bother me.
That ain't gonna bother you.
That ain't gonna bother me as much. But you get like an NBA, like you go out and get like Kevin Garnett or something, or like you land, Michael Jordan. That would hurt. That would hurt. that would hurt me. That would scratch my soul.
It depends too, man. Like if it was some ugly dude, it might not hurt that much. Yeah, he got money, but he ugly.
Right. You can justify it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason why, because then you said the only reason why you
it's only the money. Yep.
It's only the money.
That's it.
But if it's somebody good looking and money, you can't say nothing. You got nothing to say. You got to hold it. You got to hold that. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we got an anniversary to talk about. And Charlemagne had an interesting comment about one Drake and the Tootsie Slide. It's totally unclear. It's Marcus. It's Jervis. We will be right back.
I'm mad now. I'm mad.
I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. And even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, Maria, and she convinced me to continue my education. Just never judges. She's a true role model. From the depths of my heart, I thank you, Maria, for being a friend and a beautiful person. No one receives a diploma alone, and I'm honored to share this moment with you. Thank you. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Yeah, man. Welcome back to Unclear. Marcus, Jervis. Yo, Jerv, listen, man. I'm going to take a deep breath. I know that was a hard segment to get through. But Denzel ain't really trying to take your girl, all right?
I'm good.
Denzel ain't doing nothing to you.
I'm
you
good?
I'm good. All right, good. I'm good. So last week, Beyonce celebrated an anniversary of sorts. It was the 4-year anniversary of the Lemonade album.
Ooh.
It's interesting with that album for me. When that first came out, it was like, whoa, this is unlike anything you've ever seen before, especially from her. Because Beyonce is not what you would call a personal artist. You don't get a lot of personal things from her.
Right.
So it was interesting to hear her go and dig deep into the things that were upsetting her. So my question to you is, how do you think this album has aged over time?
It's aged well. I think the album definitely, those songs, wish she had like 5 tracks off of that got radio play.
Mm-hmm.
That whole album front to back. And that's the reason why, it reminds me a lot of Usher's album. I think it was the Confessions album.
Yeah.
All those songs had that personal vibe to it, and
Yeah.
people relate it because I mean everybody's been through that. You know,
Right.
you can relate to Usher, you can relate to Beyonce because you've been through those situations.
Wait, what? I never been through what Usher did. I ain't been with this girl, sleeping with that girl, get her pregnant. Now I gotta talk to her about it. I never know. Don't put me in that.
Marcus, stop it. Stop
Don't put me in that.
Stop it, Marcus.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute. I agree to that. Sometimes you'd be listening, but you're not listening. It used to be green and stuff. I agreed to that way too fast. I didn't do that. That ain't me. Don't put that on me.
Okay, Marcus. But yeah, no, it's crazy. But I think it's aged very well. I think it's aged very well. And because it was so personal, and then you started hearing some of the stories coming out about why she was singing these songs and what it was really about. And Becky with the good hair. And so it was
who's
like,
Becky? It was a who's Becky was like, who shot JR for like 2 years straight. Everybody trying to find Becky. Yeah, people coming out, I am not Becky. You know, that is not me. Like, yeah, I mean, well, when it first drops, I watched the visual first. I sat here with Amber, and I didn't know because it was a surprise drop. It came out of nowhere.
Right, yeah.
And it just said, no one knew it was an album. It just said Beyonce Lemonade, a short film or whatever. So no one knew it was like new music. And we sitting here looking, we like, whoa, like the thing, because we put it together, who she was talking about and what she was talking about. And we were just like, yo, and then Beyonce doesn't really curse, and she's MF this and that. What? She's taking baseball bats to dudes' cars. Like, this is not the Beyonce that I knew. Like, so it was interesting in all of those new things that she was doing. And it gave her a freshness, a newness that we had that I think was needed from her, because I think people were kind of starting to get sick of the everything is cool. Because like, listen, every relationship, no matter how great a relationship is, every relationship got issues, every relationship got problems, every relationship got things they're dealing with. Doesn't mean you don't love your partner, but you always got stuff that creeps up. So like Beyonce for about 10 plus years had been just making songs about the worship of Jay-Z. Like, she had Ego out. You had Drunk in Love, Deja Vu, Crazy in Love, Dangerously in Love, On the Run 1, On the Run 2. Like, it was 37 songs about how much you love this man. And that's cool.
Yeah.
But like, we hear whispers that Hove out here moving a certain way. And we're like, these two things don't add up. So when she put out Lemonade and put it all out there, it was like, yo, wow, this is different. And it was cool for me because, like, listen, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything at the time. I was living a good life. I had no skeletons. So I sat watching it comfortable. I was on the phone like, see, babe, I'll be doing this. That's crazy.
Let me reaffirm this, Amber.
Yeah, you don't need,
right? We good.
Yeah, you don't need no baseball bat for me. So nope. No Becky with the good hair for me. I'm good over here. But you know, a lot of people watching that uncomfortable. Could you imagine fast forwarding and watching? Yo, Justin called me right now. I'm gonna talk about this man in a minute anyway. He's calling me up. That's funny. If you imagine if that album had dropped now, like where you can't go nowhere and you know you did it wrong, you arguing for a straight month. You would a month-long argument. Well, you can't go nowhere, you can't move, you can't get nothing off. You stuck.
The heat is on.
The heat is on.
The block is hot. Yeah.
Like sometimes, like, you know, you can call like listen, when your girl go on a 14-4 run, you call a timeout. Timeout. Hold on. You may go outside, walk around the block, come back, cooler heads prevail. You can't do that now. You can't be outside. You can't like even people now cheating has changed for everybody. You can't cheat now. You got no excuse.
No.
Yo, babe, I'm gonna go get some bread. No, you're not. You ain't doing that. You lying. You can't get that cheat game is off. That's off for good now.
Yeah, the side pieces is all upset right now.
The side piece is real upset. You know the side piece at home just sad.
Nah. Now you're home with your partner. You just like.
Yeah. You can't get that side. You can't have a side piece Saturday night.
Nah, man, that's a wrap.
It's a wrap on that. It's a wrap on that.
And it's even worse because they can't be blowing up your phone now. You can't be texting them or nothing because it's like You can't go nowhere. I mean, I'm going to the bathroom. You got to take your phone to the bathroom? Like,
Right.
you don't need that. Leave it right here.
Right.
Like,
Even if you got a bat phone, you can't hide that now. Nope. She got all month to look for it. She gonna find it. Like, how big is your house, bro?
Yeah.
She gonna find that phone. So you can't run from nothing. Like everything, like it's I said this before. I don't know if I said it on the show, but I know I said it before. It's gonna be a lot of pandemic divorces, a lot of pandemic breakups. Because I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a lot of people out there coming out this pandemic different. Their lives are gonna change forever, all because of this pandemic. And that's financially, emotionally.
They're getting tested. They're gonna get tested through the fire on this one.
Yeah. But back to the Lemonade album, yeah, man, it was a cool moment for music because we had seen the surprise album drops have been happening for a couple of years by that point. I think Beyonce actually did the first one back in like 2013, but I don't think we had seen it to this degree. This level of creativity of dropping a surprise album and a surprise visual all at the same time,
right?
And have it basically be a movie. And she took us through the progression. She took us through the anger. Well, first it was the why. Like, why is this happening to me? Then it was the anger. There was a reconciliation. Then at the end, they got back together again.
Yeah.
But so it was cool. It was cool to see all of those steps. And I mean, listen, I thought initially when that album dropped, I thought, wow, this is going to be the end of this. Like, how do you come back from this? But it seems like they're in a better place than they were before that. It's like something she had to do. She had to get that off.
Yeah.
And now she's cool.
Had to get off her chest.
Yeah. But they had to. She made that man move. She said, "No, you going to California. I don't trust nobody over here in New York. You going all the way to different coasts." He said, "New York." She said, "No, turn it off too."
Weren't they working on a joint album at the time too? Because the joint album was supposed to come out first, then her next solo album. But then she dropped this instead before the joint album.
I don't know that to be true, but I'm not going to dispute it. The joint album came out 2018. The Carters came out 2018. Let me look that up. But I'm pretty sure it's 2018 they dropped that album.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I think the joint album was going to come out first. Then when all this went down, she made the move and put that out because then Hope put out the solo album.
Right. And he didn't. I mean, he didn't really talk about things the way I would like. Yeah, 2018 came out. He didn't really talk about things the way I thought he would have. Because he put out 444, and I was thinking that, okay, maybe he's gonna go to like his side of it, even though you were the one doing her dirty. So what you gonna say?
Right, exactly.
You might as well put out a song called "Guilty."
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you, like, what you learn from that is like Beyonce obviously is gorgeous, like successful, and like if you're not really into the person, it don't matter who you are, something like this can happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a lesson. Don't get caught slipping. That's a lesson. Ladies, don't get caught slipping.
It can happen to everybody.
It can happen to anybody.
Anybody. Yep.
If it happened to Beyonce, it can happen to you.
Yes,
don't get caught slipping.
Yeah.
Don't get caught.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I think the moment has aged well. I'm not gonna sit here and say I listen to those songs all the time because, I mean, I don't think the songs have great replay value today because the songs were so involved with entrenched that moment.
Right.
But I think the moment as a whole was a great moment and one I look back on fondly, if that makes sense.
It does, but I think, I mean, if you hear that song come on the radio, it's just, they bang. Those songs bang.
I mean, can you be a grown man in your car listening to Sorry, though? As much as you like that song, can you be like by yourself, like, I'm sorry, I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. Like, if somebody let me ask you a question. You in a car and you're at a light and somebody pulls up next to you and you banging that, you getting that off.
Right.
Like, and they look at you like, you gonna be confident still, keep singing? You gonna be like this, like, I'm sorry. What's up, dog? Sorry. Like, that's how you gonna be moving? Why you laugh like that, though? Like that's how you move it now?
Yeah, I move how I move, man. I move how I move.
But answer the question.
I move how I move.
You still get that off? You still shoulder shivering? Talking about you sorry?
My shoulders ain't gotta move. I'm like, what's up, bro?
And you won't be you ain't turning it down or like
I'm gonna have a tear in my eye. He may be like, oh no, I feel you, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, some people like you have those songs like you listen to in the car with like your friends. Then you have songs to by yourself. You have songs to your girl.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times those songs don't intertwine. There's certain songs like you playing, you love that song, but like if somebody heard you listen to that song, they'll clown you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
That could definitely be one of those songs where it's like, I don't know if you'd be listening to that by yourself. See, the nice thing about that's the cool thing about having a girl in the car. You play anything. Like you throw some Britney Spears. Like, y'all got my girl in the car. Shut up.
Yeah.
But you know you really love that song. You know you love Give Me More.
That's my girl song, man. Hey,
man. You know you like this Britney, bitch.
That's my playlist. My girl's playlist.
Yeah, you know you trying to get pieces of me off. So speaking, keeping music theme right now. Charlamagne has some interesting things to say about Drake in the song Tootsie Slide.
Okay.
Charlamagne has said that Tootsie Slide is trash. And he says that the reason why it's trash because an artist like Drake should not have to do what he is doing. Charlamagne believes that Drake is pandering to the TikTok audience. And Drake is just doing this just to get those TikTok dances in and get those streaming numbers that way. Do you agree with this statement?
No, that's genius. Look, at the end of the day, you always have to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Look, nothing's going on. Drake can't tour, any of that stuff. If he's got an album coming out, it's not coming out now. So what are you doing this downtime? You're making music for your new album, whatever. Like, you do something like this, it's perfect. And, Drake has been doing these kind of songs where people do these dances to anyway. That's been his thing. So this is his lane to me. He's doing what's already been in his lane. And taking advantage of TikTok blowing up right now because everybody's on quarantine at home. Everybody's getting on TikTok. It's genius, man. Genius.
I 1000% agree. And I'm going to go back a couple years because Drake puts out the Scorpion album. He does okay. Drake's gonna move regardless what he does. He puts out anything. He puts out an album, him farting, it's gonna sell 5 mil. Like that's just Drake. Drake is just that's what he do. It does good for Drake, whatever. But one of the things that really blew up was In My Feelings. And the reason that song blew up because of In My Feelings challenge. And that was an accident. So that happened. Basically, a dude, I think it was a comedian, just put it out on his Instagram and turned into the In My Feelings challenge. And I think Drake was like, oh, okay. Like, this is like, listen, I put out an IG post a couple weeks ago, right the day the song dropped. I personally like the song. It's fun. It's fun. And what's wrong? Like, my thing is, why we gotta be so hard on? Like, what's wrong with having fun? It's a fun little song. It's fun. Like, now, one thing I will have to say, Drake, I'm gonna have to see you dance like Michael Jackson. I need to see that. I'm gonna have to see that. Cause I can actually do that. I can stand on that. Can you stand on that, bro? Like, I'm gonna see you do that. But besides that point, it's a fun song. And I think sometimes like people just want to be like, no, I don't listen to that. Like, bro, just relax and have fun. It's a fun little song.
It's hate, bro. It's come down to hate. I mean, and it's funny because I remember that song, In My Feelings, came out. That blew up big time. I distinctly remember Good Morning America was on, and they played Odell Beckham doing it.
Yeah.
And once they played Odell doing that dance, it seemed like it really just took off from there. Like everybody was doing that dance.
Right.
It was all over the place at that point, But yeah, I mean, for Drake to do that is just that's smart. As an artist, you have a good team around you. Whatever it is that you got to take advantage of these situations like this because a lot of artists are in this downtime and not doing anything.
Right.
And
right.
It's not that your fans are going to forget about you, but people are hungry right now for entertainment they can't get.
Like Fat Joe started his own IG show called Jopra. You got you got obviously the IG battles going off. You got Tory Lanez with Quarantine Radio. People are being creative out here, man. And that's what you gotta do. You got like I said in the opening. You want to see how creative people are, how creative people can move, and who really can do stuff. Because it's a hard time right now to be creative. Because there's not a lot to do. But listen, I believe Drake is a perfect artist for today's times. I think if you go back 20, 25 years ago, it would have been bad here. I don't think he would have been good for that era. Like, because of the type of music he makes. But, you know, the 808s and Heartbreak album that Kanye dropped in 2008 gave way to people like Drake, Lil Uzi Vert, like those type of tweener artists who, they rap, but they also got those real kind of sensitive, soft records and doing all that stuff too. I don't know if that would have worked 20 years ago, but for now, this run that he's on, where he's at, like I said, this is, to my opinion, the most impressive singles run in music history. We've never seen anything like this. I don't think we're going to see anything like this again because it's never been done before. Like this, how can you say something's going to be done again that's never been done before? You know what I mean? Like this is insane. Like the amount of music he's put out in the past 10 years and all the number ones he has and like all just the songs that everyone sings along to and everyone knows, it's amazing. Like we've never seen anything like this before.
Well, because you haven't had an artist quite like this before either, though. A guy who not only can rap, but can not sing, but harmonize enough.
Yeah.
You know, can sing a hook and it sounds like singing on the hook.
Right.
It has that type of flow. I mean,
he took what Ja Rule did to the next level. Because Ja Rule, like, it was like, can Ja Rule sing? No. But for some reason, that his voice, it worked. Like, it worked.
No, without a doubt. But two, the difference is Drake, I don't think people consider Drake hard. And that's where he can get over with it. Ja was considered a little more hard than Drake. You know, you have a hardcore artist rapper like that, you're not making that leap. That's the crossover.
Right.
That, this dude can rhyme. And not only can he rhyme with the best of them. He can spit. This dude could battle rap. Drake has all of that without the hard exterior.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where now you can bring everybody in because you know what it's like. It's the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. You know, Ja was more of Malcolm X. Drake is more of Martin Luther King, where he's non-threatening, even though he's rhyming about harder stuff. He don't rhyme about shooting nobody, robbing nobody, and all that kind of craziness.
I mean, but he totes. No, you're right. He went through a weird phase. He went through a weird phase a couple years ago where he was like trying to put out some harder records. For me, I didn't like it because it's not. I didn't think it was authentic to who he is. And I'm glad he's kind of gotten away from that and gotten back to like the formula that works for him. Listen, personally, I got a lot of respect for Drake. So it's really, I feel really bad that I'm going to have to put that man to sleep this Friday night. I'm going to have to put him to sleep. So my guy, Justin Emery, has challenged his show, Justin Emery's show, has challenged our show, Totally Unclear, to a IG rap battle of the art. It's going to be Jay-Z, Sean Corey Carter versus Drake, R.B. Drake Grant.
Totally Unclear is rocking with Jay-Z.
Yeah, yep.
And Justin's going with Drake.
Yeah. Not a bad pick on his part. He came out of the dome and said, I want Drake. All right. I see why. But there's a huge difference between slaps and classics. And I'm going to teach people on Friday because people need to learn a difference. I don't think people understand the difference. So I'm going to explain that term more on Friday. But it's going to be an interesting matchup because Drake got joints now. Don't sleep. Drake got joints. He do. I'm going to be interested to see how Justin plays this. Like, is he going to come just club hammers on me? Or does he have the guts to play some of the softer stuff and see how that rings off? I'm interested to see how he plays this.
Yeah.
I already went through. I got my strategy set. I know exactly how I'm gonna be doing this, how I'm gonna be moving. So basically the rules of this. We're gonna do 20 songs total. It's gonna be 10 of their songs that they had in their albums, in their projects.
10 solo songs.
Yeah, they had on their albums and their projects. And then 10 features, basically, which means they were featured on someone else's project, someone else's album, a guest verse, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he attacks this, because I've put in a plan in place where I'm gonna be able to maneuver the way he maneuvers. I'm gonna match his energy. Whatever you want to do, we can do it. That's my philosophy. Like I got energy matchers. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm built for this.
I mean, just to have he's got an arsenal to work with.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Without a doubt. But it's all about matchups, man.
Yeah,
it's all about matchups. This is a good matchup, but now when we go into court, we're gonna really see.
We're gonna see how.
It's not gonna be on paper anymore. The paper matchup is good. It's a good paper matchup, but now we're gonna find out for real.
Yeah, our friends, the Drunk Unks, will also be broadcasting this live on their IG as basically their show. So they're gonna have their audience checking us out. That'd be cool. If you want to watch the battle, it's real simple. Come to IG Friday night, 8 p.m. Bring your favorite drink, your favorite snack. All you gotta do is just follow us on I Totally Unclear. Then look for that little icon that says we went live. Tap that button, and here we are, ready to have some fun. I'm looking forward to it, man. Regardless of it, listen, I'm coming to win. Don't get it twisted. I'm coming to win.
I hope we are.
To win. I'm not coming to play no games with nobody. But I'm also coming to have fun. My barber's coming over Friday. I'm getting my hair cut.
Oh Lord.
The barber making house calls, bro. It's bad out here. I need my haircut. I look crazy out here, bro. The hair is not right. The beard need to be washed up a little bit.
It's that quarantine look. You good, man?
I guess, but I want to be fresh for IG Live. I got to do Hove right. I want to be fresh for Hove. But yeah, man. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm excited about that. But getting back to Drake Tootsie Slide conversation, people need to learn how to have fun. Like everything doesn't have to be worried about what someone else thinks. Like come to your own spot in your own. I'm not saying Charlamagne, listen, I believe he really believes this. I believe that. But I believe there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to take what he said and take it as their opinion because they don't want to be perceived to be soft. Let's have some fun. Like what's wrong with having fun? Listen, back in our day, we had the Humpty Dance.
Oh yeah.
We had the we had a Cabbage Patch dance. We had things in our day too. Let the kids have the Tootsie Slide. Let them have that. Let them have it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's always been a part of hip hop.
Right?
That's always been a part of hip hop. That all the soft songs out from LL Cool J and before. Guys are always rhyming about the ladies. And that's it. What hip hop was about, getting the girl.
Right.
So you wouldn't make that love. And listen, Cool J caught heat for that.
Yeah.
He caught heat for that for years. But every album, he always had that love song on there, and then it flipped. Now he's doing a love song with Boyz II Men, and it's just love. Boom! It's just.
By the way, if you actually listen to the lyrics of "Hey Lover," that's a man stalking a woman. He needs to be locked up. He is literally stalking her. I see you at the bus stop waiting every day. What? Why are you looking at me at the bus stop?
Yeah.
No. Looking at your legs. LL.
Yeah.
Look at your case.
Always looking at them lips. Yeah. You gotta watch
That's too much. You gotta watch him. He out here watching your girl with the binoculars, trying to see what you're doing at the bus stop. It's too much. Out there fantasizing at the gym. No, LL. Nah, man. Yeah, but actually, LL, I'm sure you know this, but for the audience out there, LL actually had the first ever hip hop love song, "I Need Love." Mm-hmm. The first time hip hop ever moved that direction. So he was a pioneer of that art. But LL was different, man. He made it. I know he caught flack, but he made it cool. He made it cool to be fly and rap about your girl, because nobody was doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody else was doing that.
He tried to come out hard with radio.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're looking like this hard rapper, and then you drop that.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was cool because it was a video with it too, and the video really set it off. So it was like, okay.
And you couldn't really say anything to him because you knew he could rap. Like, he can give you "I Need Love," but he'll also give you "I'm Bad." He'll give you "Mama Said Knock You Out."
And also, he would battle people. He wasn't scared of the battle. Like, yo, let's go. Yo, male or female, if y'all want to battle, we can. And that was, I mean, that's when you made your rep on, was a battle rapper. You know,
apparently,
he would anybody. So L had the whole pie covered.
The whole scope. Apparently, back in '96, this legendary battle took place, and I think it was in Harlem. LL versus Jay-Z on a street corner somewhere.
Word?
Yeah, apparently that took place. I mean, I want to know what I want to know what happened there. That's interesting.
Hell yeah, I want to know
because there's that's interesting. Yeah, because there was a low key friction between those two artists during the time of the Def Jam, and it might stem from that battle. It might go all the way back there. I don't know, but so yeah, look, tune in Friday night. Come check us out. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. But again, Friday night, Jay-Z versus Drake on Totally Unclear's IG. Follow Justin Emery Show, support him. Follow Drunk Dunk, support them, and support us on Twitter at Totally Unclear, Instagram at Totally Unclear, Instagram and Twitter, Marcus be tweeting.